Okay, I was going to take photos, but I decided to make a quick video instead. I thought it would be quicker and easier for me. So these are just some of the heads that I have made. What I do basically is I put poetry on them and accessorize them to go with the poetry. For example, the foot in her head, and it says mine on top of it, and she is called the Foot Council. In fact, and this is the poem that is written all around the back of her head. So I'll read you the poem real quick. I'm holding that good. The Foot Council. Spilt a bottle of water, just watched it soak in. The prince, he sought her. No such thing as happily ever after again. I dreamt I had a drum set and a book I longed to read. My floor is wet, 5 toes agreed. So you see, I don't know if, anyway, that's one example. And to be honest with you, she probably wouldn't be one of the heads that you would receive because I'm kind of attached to her. But then we have this one, which I think is also an excellent one. My sweetheart head. And she has writing all over her head. Some of it's faded, that goes with the poem itself. Some of it's written in pink, in the pink. And she's just beautiful, in my opinion. And then she has the sweetheart candies from Valentine's Day, except I've written my own words on them. For example, the eyes, if you read it, it goes, "Love me and my tears, please, blue star." And then the top says, "Love to you and yours, let light grow." You see what I mean? So they kind of like spell out a sentence. Anyway, there's a really long thing for her because she has a lot of writing on her. I don't know if you guys really want to be bored with it. Well, what the hell. The words are so faded I can't read them anymore. My eyes are so jaded they're making my head sore. Stale Valentine from a dead sweetheart hangs on the wall. What is my part, or do I even have one at all? Perhaps I'm just the crazy chick dancing away her madness. I'm only sick because of too much sadness. It overflows, trying to wash me away. Only God knows how hard I try to stay, digging my toes into the earth as my colors give way to the blue. The blue has been winning since my birth. I guess it's nothing new. Except now I had a taste of the warm sunshine, a taste of my own smile. Now no longer mine, never forever, only a while. And if anyone, even Clint Eastwood, says otherwise, respect as you should, but no, people sometimes believe in lies. Not out of spite or evil spirit, but simply by being wrong and thinking they're right, or thinking they heard when they really didn't hear it. Sorry, she's got a lot written on her. Next part is in the blue, but reversed from the start. This is out of context, unless the context is the way it can hurt to exist in color. Black and white is easier, much more simplistic, Taoist even. I need Technicolor, though. Buddha smiles and checks out my ass. And now in the pink. This is what's written in all the pink, which you can barely read, but written in the pink. Come softly, pink unfold. I want to be taken further than my mind's eye can see, into orange, beyond the blue and beneath the gold. Perhaps colors mean too much to me. Can anything really mean too much? I want to mean too much. At least I still have my own being. We all need more than at least, don't we? Or is it just want? Is there really a difference? Just smile and laugh a lot. And that's it for this one. Sorry. That was a really long one. I probably shouldn't have gone through that. We won't read them all. In fact, we won't read the rest of them. I'll just show them to you. This one's called Another Life. No, I think she's exquisitely beautiful. She has a little damage from traveling from Portland, Oregon to Missouri. A couple of them have damage from that trip. But it's very, very, very hard to notice. I tried to fix it as best I could, painting over it and stuff. But as you can see, there's words written on her as well, an entire poem actually. It's actually a really good poem in my opinion. Of course I wrote it, so maybe my opinion doesn't matter. But it's all about reincarnation and life and death and the full circle. And it's called Another Life. I should mention that a lot of these I made when I was going through a grieving process of losing someone very, very dear to me. This is my alien head. She's... David Bowie would be proud, wouldn't he? Anyway, she has an exquisitely long neck. I don't know if I'm doing that very well. And she's beautifully beautiful in candlelight or any of the right kind of lighting where she catches all the sparkles. But more interesting is her brain. Look at how I did her brain. I tried to make a very exquisite brain thing going on up there. And it's kind of hidden into the skull, and it's like she's bare all the way in the back. And I will read this one to you. The innermost pink, because if you notice, under all the crap that I put on her, the very first color I did was a very pale pink, and so I called it the innermost pink. Sorry. I saw something fall, a flash of green, a touch of solace. 3 scenes of repression, galactic voices echoing in my head, a starlit microscopic parasite hiding at the base of my spine, hips, legs, the spots you can't touch, the important crevices of desire, the reasons everyone keeps clinging to this spinning ball are not always the best choice. There are times to let go, a way to leave this world wisely. Just wait for the mothership, my darling. And that one was actually written by me and the person I was talking about earlier, the love of my life, who passed away a couple of years ago. But we wrote that poem together, exquisite corpse style, where you write a couple lines and then you fold the paper down so that the other person only gets like maybe a word or a line, and then they write something and fold it down, and you do that for a little bit. So that's how we wrote that poem. And as you can tell, it was a lot about letting go, because, well, he knew he was dying, as did I, and so we were both kind of thinking about that a lot. So it shows in the writing. Okay. Egghead. She's one of my favorites, actually. Her poem is on the back, as I do a lot. I write the poems on the back. Hers is stenciled, so it's really nice looking. She needs to be wiped with a wet cloth because she's collected dust. I'm sorry, I should have done that before I did this. But anyway, hopefully you can't see the dust. But that's the poem, and it's all about walking on eggshells and such. And if you notice, her face is completely covered in eggshells. So it's like she was not only walking on them, she fell face first into them, you know what I mean? Okay, and that one's a really good one, but I won't read the poem. This one's recent, not one of my best, I know, but she's really beautiful in candlelight, and the main thing is her eyes are made out of eggshells as well, and they read, "It's okay." And then the back is the poem, and it's all about when the eggshells are already broken, the fear is gone. I speak of what no one tells, the absolute beauty of no fear. Anyway, the poem goes on, but basically, and then up here it says, chicken or the egg? Well, it all depends.